This is Machuka Nyarieko TV Talk Show, where we analyze politics and governance issues. We focus on national, local, and international news. We examine the political way of our people, social and economic. Nyarieko TV Talk Show, the house of ideas.
Hello viewers, and welcome to our normal discussions. And today we will focus on Ruto's eye on Parliament. And the big question here is Ruto going to retain his committees in the National Assembly? Kindly, if you are watching this channel for the first time, subscribe so that wherever we produce another video, YouTube will automatically notify you. And for our subscribers, thank you for your continued support, and kindly continue sharing, liking, and commenting on our comment spaces. Back to our discussion. Maybe I'll begin by asking this simple question. Do you think that Ruto has completed or has cleansed his government? For any answer, kindly you can just post. You can post in our comment section so that we can compare our thinking. If you think Ruto has cleansed his government, has it reached a stage whereby it has a total legitimacy? Stay tuned so that you will get all that is needed. In the last few days, following the rejection of the finance bill, Ruto has been forced to make changes in his government, whereby we have seen the Inspector General resign, either willingly or forcibly. The factor here, the constant factor denominator here is that IG has resigned, Comma has resigned, of the cabinet have been sacked by the president. You know, the president cannot sack the Inspector General because it's an independent body, but he can receive his resignation, can force him to resign, which of course is unconstitutional. Now let us focus in the National Assembly. In the National Assembly is where the president has got his eyes. In the National Assembly, we have the leader of majority, the leader of the chief's whip, and several committees, including that of the budget. Is the president likely to retain these people in parliament? I do not know, but I will give the implications if he retains them or if he sends them away from the various committees. One, if he retains them, there are higher consequences than he removes them from their respective committees. For example, as I was watching the Al Jazeera news, it happened that the chief's whip, Sylvanus Osoro, was being interviewed with the two other Kenyans, and for him, he still stands and is very proud that he not only supported the motion but also waved the members of the parliament to support the motion. What does this mean to the president? It means that even if he moves all other members, the cabinet, even if he sends away the cabinet, he sends away the individuals at the different departments, and still remains with his committees in parliament, the National Assembly will still not have any respect. Members of the National Assembly, especially those who voted no, who voted yes to the finance bill, are so illegitimate or are so unpopular to represent him in parliament or to represent his committees in parliament. If there is a place whereby he needs to have a a government of national unit, it is in the National Assembly. Because as it stands, if he will not move the members of parliament from those various committees, including Kimani Ichungwa, Sylvanus Osoro, the budgetary committee chair, and many others, it will still remain that he is unpopular. The motions, the debates, his ideas, his proposals in parliament will always be rejected, and most of those members of parliament will be called back. To save them, just move them away from those committees. It's not that they are so special. They failed to advise. They went blindly. They come from a constituency of people where there are many people. These people also send them messages as a sign that they don't want this, but they ignored them. So they are total illegitimate. They lack the capacity to represent your proposals to parliament. They are more worse than the cabinet secretaries that you send home. They passed the motion, or they passed the bill while surrounded by young people who were demonstrating. Actually, we made them to get into parliament building, whereby some of them were shot. So these members of parliament are so unpopular. These ones, you must. Kimani Ichungwa must go. Sylvanus Osoro must follow suit. This young man from Moro constituency must follow suit. And all other committees, they must face the axe. And that will increase your acceptance to the people. This cannot be the people who will be in charge of vetting the new cabinet secretaries. Save the people by moving them from the committees. If the public will want to recall them, let them go ahead and recall them. But for our state to be stable, you have to remain. And by you remaining is to do what is right, as the Gen Zs have been saying. Doing what is right, you must fire all of them. They failed to advise the government. They passed a critical bill when thousands and thousands of Kenyans are on the streets, meaning they don't care about them. Kenya was not at war. So your next acts should be in the National Assembly. And your legitimate force will increase. It will increase. Don't allow them. If you allow them, still you'll have some issues here and there. Already the issues that many people had with you, most of them are relaxed now. If you do some of these pesky things that people are telling you, they will again see you as an angel. But you cannot clean outside and leave the inside. Parliament is the body, is where you are fully represented by the read of majority and those various positions, committees. These are the people who should have advised. These are the people who are in touch with the common man. They know the problems that common man is undergoing, but they ignored. They should be shown or they should be asked. Thank you, Machuka Nyarieko. Kindly continue subscribing.